Hey, what's up? It's Tati, and I'm back with another review of AEW Rampage. Look, I was annoyed because they said it was going to start at 5:30, and then out of nowhere today they said 6:30. It started at 6:30. It's cool, whatever, because I wanted to watch SmackDown anyway. So we started off the night with a wonderful tag team match. We had Juice Robinson and Jay White representing Bullet Club Gold versus Shawn Spears and Ricky Starks. Now, I feel like we haven't seen Ricky in a little while. To be honest, I thought Ricky's career would be somewhere else by now. However, that's not the case. Either way, we still had a really great match. Matter of fact, I think this was the best match of the night. I did prefer this over the main event. It was fun. It was fresh. I did not expect everyone to have such great chemistry in the ring. And I really, really miss really good tag team wrestling. And I feel like that's been missing with AEW lately. It was great. I'm not sure where the storyline is going. However, Juice and Jay end up taking the win, which I'm not mad at. I think that was the right call. Next week, we do have a grudge match with Juice Robinson and Ricky Starks, so that's going to be interesting to see. Maybe Ricky might take the win on that one. Either way, I do feel like Ricky Starks should have been like way more advanced into his career right now. Doesn't seem to be the case, but not too much going on with this storyline, but I am still interested in seeing how these matches play out. Either way, Shawn Spears is a tremendous wrestler, and I hope we get to see him being used way more in the future. Next, we had some really bad acting thanks to Matt Hardy and friends. So we have Matt Hardy, Hook, and Jeff. They're backstage, and they're saying that Isaiah Cassidy has been missing, and they're pretty sure it's the firm's doing. Then we have the firm on camera, and they are somewhere in that building or somewhere else, and they are standing on top of a scaffold. It's Ethan Page and Big Bill. Big Bill is beating up on Isaiah Cassidy, while we have Stokely Hathaway doing all the talking, and Ethan is pissed off. Ethan's like, fuck everything, y'all, we're not going over this whole stupid stuff about what the match is going to be. Instead, he has his own stipulations and where that they're going to have the match. And Matt Hardy has to agree. If he does not agree, they're going to throw Isaiah Cassidy from the scaffold or whatever. Matt Hardy agrees, but then they still throw his ass down the scaffold anyway. And he's supposed to have hit the floor. Like, when I say the floor, I mean like the cement floor. They don't show him hitting the ground, but after a few seconds, the camera does go onto Isaiah, and he's laying on the ground. And I'm telling you, if that would have been real life, that he would have fell onto the concrete floor, he would have been dead, and his brains would have been splattered all over the place. So I don't know what it is, but it was silly, and the acting was kind of bad. So I guess we're going to end up seeing them in a 6-man tag really, really soon. Oh, wait, 6-man? Yeah, 6-man tag, since Isaiah definitely doesn't seem like he's going to make it. Next, we had Naturally Limitless, which is Dustin and Keith Lee versus Brady Pierce and Charlie James. Look, I don't even know what to say about this. This is the same shit that AEW has been doing that make me miss really great tag team matches. They put them in a match with guys that we've never seen in AEW before, and they're taking control of the whole match. It was a squash match basically, but maybe a couple of minutes more than just like a minute or two. And I really didn't like this at all. If you're trying to show how great these two are as a tag team by putting them in squash matches against nobodies, that's not going to work. It's just, I didn't like this at all. Right after this match, we do have the Mogul affiliates. And look, I'm clapping because I've been complaining about the Mogul affiliates since they joined forces with the embassy. We haven't seen the embassy, and guess what? All members of the embassy was out with Prince Nana and with Swerve Strickland. That's exactly what we've been needing this whole time. I don't know where the other two has been, but that's exactly what we needed to see. And to be honest, I like how all of them looked They look like a team. They look like a team that could be really destructive in AEW. I don't know if I can compare that to the BCC, but they can definitely be somewhat of a dominant force in ROH for sure. I'm interested in seeing where the storyline is going now because they have the embassy actually with the Mogul affiliates. Next, we had a backstage segment with Tay Conti and Sammy Guevara. Tay is basically telling him, oh, you know, MJF is using you. He's not really your friend. I'm your wife. I love you. Listen to me. Basically, all the things that other women go through because their men don't listen to them whenever they tell them something. But to be honest, I don't know if it's the accent or whatever, but the acting did not feel convincible to me. I do think, though, with this segment, it does seem like maybe she's getting into Sammy's head and Sammy's realizing what's going on. I don't mind this here because I think that's what it's gonna take to get Sammy to be focused, and he might even throw off that tag team match that they have next week where he's partners with MJF, just so he can have his actual moment, actual chance at winning the Triple B at Double or Nothing. So I'm definitely cool with that. Next, we had Ashley D'Amboise versus Anna Jay. This match was okay, nothing wow about it. However, the thing is, I just feel like when it comes to Anna Jay, we just see the basics with her in the ring. She has improved somewhat since she first started, but I just feel like we're not seeing anything over the top with her. So her matches are kind of a little bit of a snooze fest. Well, at least for me. But I kind of kept thinking that maybe we'll see some type of interference from Julia Hart throughout this match. The match does end up going a little longer than I thought it would. Anna Jay just take the win, and I was surprised, no Julia. However, Julia does come after the match, and she is putting a beat down on Anna Jay, but then Anna Jay gets the upper hand after that, and the referees does end up squashing the whole thing. To be honest, I'm not even sure where they're going with this storyline. Like I said before, if it's that maybe she's going to join the House of Black, then I guess that's okay. To be honest, I really wouldn't want it to be her, but I'm not even really sure what they're fighting about here. I don't know. Next, backstage, we have the Outcasts. They're all wearing a shirt with Britt Baker with her black eye, and to be honest, I like the way they looked. I don't care for the storyline, however, they really look cool as a group. They have a new t-shirt out and I do like it. However, you would not catch me wearing it, but I do like their presence as a group. Just don't care for a storyline. Either way, they're talking shit about Britt, and Saraya has a match with Willow Nightingale on Dynamite coming up on Wednesday. That's going to be interesting to see because we haven't seen Saraya in one-on-one action in a while. Next, we had the Acclaim versus three other guys. I don't even think they said their names. It was another squash match. And look, I'm really disappointed with how things have been with the Acclaim lately. It's like, what happened to them? They were on fire. They were tag champions. And now they're just coming in the ring and doing squash matches. And at the end of the match, we have Max humping one of those guys' legs or whatever. I don't mind the humping part. But everything else is like, what happened to them? They were so great. They're still over with the fans. But I think with AEW, I think all they're thinking about is as long as they're over with the fans, that's all that matters. No, that is not what's all that matters. We need to see great matches with them, not 2-second matches. I'm over it. Alright, y'all. Main event time. Cash Wheeler versus Jay Lethal. Unlike the match on Dynamite with Dax Harwood and Jeff Jarrett, we actually do have Jay Lethal's friends ringside, and we do have Dax ringside as well. However, the difference is we have Mark Briscoe sitting there on a chair in between both of these teams, pretty much playing like a mediator, making sure nobody does any sneaky shit or these guys don't end up attacking each other and whatnot. It is what it is. Now, this match here was better than Dax versus Jeff. I felt like these two had chemistry. Unlike Wednesday, I don't know what was going on with Dax. He did seem tired or whatever the situation was for a portion of that match. Both of these guys being really competitive with each other in the ring tonight. I still did not like this match better than the opening contest, the tag team match. However, it was still a great way to close the show with Jay Lethal friends in ringside. They still played a distraction for Cash in the ring. We do have a portion of this match where Cash Wheeler ends up being shoved into Mark Briscoe, who flies into the barricade and gets hurt. And then we have Jay Lethal obviously taking advantage of that and going for the win. And to be honest, I don't know where they're going with this storyline. I did enjoy this match though. I really like Jay Lethal. I think he's a really great wrestler. I don't think he needs an entourage. I really don't think so. But I guess having an entourage helps with him being more of a heel. But I do think at some point soon in the future, he needs to break away from everyone else. I would love to see him handling business on ROH, which we've only got to see him be there one time, surprisingly, only once. But either way, it was a great way to close off the show. Not better than the opening match. Now, we do have announced for May 10th Dynamite, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. So I can't wait to see that. That's going to be an absolutely great match. Oh, I think it's going to be in a steel cage too. So that's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. But next week we will hear some words from the Elite. And since we're going to be hearing from them, I won't be surprised if the BCC come and attack once again. And they're probably expecting that by then. But yeah, I'm looking forward for Dynamite. Rampage needs to be a little bit better. You got an hour on TV. Squash matches are just not gonna cut it. If you didn't watch Rampage, go back and watch the first match. It is actually worth it. Thanks for watching my review. Bye.